train doors closing. Midnight, reflected in the glass. I caught the last train with 30 seconds left on the platform clock. Not running, not rushing, just arriving at the exact moment the night decided. The carriage was almost empty. Rows of seats holding forgotten conversations. A man asleep with his head against the window. A student reading the same page for 10 minutes. Cleaner carrying equipment like tomorrow had already started. I sat near the back, watching the city slide across the glass. Street lights stretching into long yellow lines, then breaking apart again. Every station looked familiar and completely different at the same time. Last train, window view, city lights passing through, keep moving through the gray, miles away. Last train, cold rails, every story leaves a trail, keep rolling through the dark, holding on to a spark. The speaker announced stations nobody reacted to, like everyone already knew where they were going or stopped caring. Outside apartment windows glowed above quiet streets. Somebody washing dishes, somebody watching television, somebody staring at the ceiling instead of sleeping. The train connected all of it without belonging to any of it. A teenager stepped off at the next station, leaving behind an empty seat and a half-finished energy drink. Tiny evidence that somebody was here. Then wasn't. Last train, window view, city lights passing through, keep moving through the gray, miles away. Last train, cold rails, every story leaves a trail, keep rolling through the dark, holding on to a spark. The farther we traveled, the quieter everything became. Fewer passengers, fewer lights, fewer reasons to stay awake. I watched my reflection up and stronger in the window as the outside world faded into darkness for a moment. It felt like riding between realities, one inside the train, one outside, neither asking questions. Then my station arrived, the doors opened, cold air entered, and the journey became footsteps again. Last train still runs under artificial suns. Keep moving through the night toward another light. Last train fades slow, where the restless always go. Keep walking through the strain, don't stay the same. Last train, one last ride, leaving yesterday behind. Keep going, don't explain. Life moves like a train. Doors closing behind me. Tracks disappear into darkness. No memory stored. Only motion remains. The city doesn't keep records the way people do. It only keeps processes running. I walk through streets that feel like they've never met me before, even though I know I've been here. Or maybe I haven't, and it stopped mattering somewhere along the way. A bus passes and the sound feels identical to every other night. A shop window reflects a version of me that changes every second. everything just continues without verification. The city remembers nothing, still flows through the places nobody knows. Keep moving through the night, under fading light. The city remembers nothing, no trace, just motion without a face. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. A train arrives like it's the first time it has ever existed. Doors open with no memory of opening before. People step inside without realizing they are repeating something. A street light flickers like it's trying to recall an earlier version of itself, but fails. Even time feels reset here. Not broken, just constantly overwritten, like nothing is saved, only executed. The city remembers nothing, still flows through the places nobody knows. Keep moving through the night, under fading light. The city remembers nothing, no trace, just motion without a face. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. I start to understand that memory isn't required for continuation. The city proves it every second. It doesn't remember me, and I don't remember it in any fixed way either. But we still move together like two systems running in parallel without synchronization. And somehow that is enough for reality to continue functioning. Ding, 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 ding. The city remembers nothing, still stays through forgotten city ways. Keep moving through the strain, through the quiet rain. The city remembers nothing, no end, just paths that bend. Keep rolling through the dark, holding on to a spark. The city remembers nothing, 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 nothing. One last line between your life and mine. Fine, fine, fine. Keep going, don't explain. The system starts again, and nothing is stored, but everything continues. No name called, only footsteps. There's a moment in every city night when nobody calls you by name anymore. Not because you disappeared, but because the city doesn't need names to keep moving. I walk through intersections like a ghost with purpose. Street signs pointing everywhere except home. A man at a bus stop stared at nothing for too long. A woman passed me like we had already met and already forgotten each other. Storefront reflections showed versions of me I didn't recognize. Same body, different weight, different silence. The city wasn't hostile, it was indifferent, and somehow that felt heavier. City forgets your name, still moves like nothing ever changed its rules. Keep moving through the night, under fading light. City forgets your name, no sound, just footsteps hitting the ground. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. I stopped at a crosswalk that led nowhere important, waiting for a signal that didn't care if I crossed a state. Cars passed without noticing the pause I was in. People inside them carrying entire worlds I would never enter. A convenience store light flickered like a tired realize nobody here is fully seen, only partially processed. Like the city only reads the outline of who you are, not the story inside it. City forgets your name, still moves like nothing ever changes rules. Keep moving through the night, under fading light. City forgets your name, no sound, just footsteps hitting the ground. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. At some point I stopped introducing myself to the night and just became part of its rhythm. Not important, not ignored, just included in the flow of everything else. The skyline shifted slowly toward morning, and I realized forgetting isn't always lost. Sometimes it's freedom from being anything fixed, just movement, just passing through. Just another shape inside a city that never pauses to label it. Places nobody knows. Keep moving through the strain, through the quiet rain. City forgets your name, no trace, only motion takes your place. Keep rolling through the dark, holding on to a spark. City forgets your name, one last breath between arrival and death. Keep going, don't explain. The city calls again. Dawn erases everything, but the city keeps walking. Explanation. Only movement ahead. The city never pauses to make sure you understood what just happened. It simply continues. Like understanding was never part of the agreement. I walked through streets that didn't care if I was paying attention. Crosswalks changed color without warning. Cars passed like thoughts too fast to capture. A man laughed on a phone call that I wasn't part of, and already wasn't part of. Even the buildings felt like they were moving in slow, invisible layers. Not physically, but in meaning. The city never waits for you to think it through. It just moves right past you. Keep moving through the night, under fading lights. The city never waits for you. No pause, just endless cars. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. The train arrives and leaves like it has no memory of stopping. Doors open, close, like breathing without awareness. A vending machine glows in a corner for no one in particular. A street light flickers like it's testing whether attention still exists. I try to make sense of the rhythm, but the rhythm refuses interpretation. It only allows participation. The city doesn't explain itself. It assumes you are already inside it. The city never waits for you to think it through. It just moves right past you. Keep moving through the night, under fading light. The city never waits for you. No pause, just endless cars. Keep walking through the dark, translation feels too slow for a place like this. Instead I just move with it, not ahead, not behind, just inside. And for a moment, that feels like understanding. Even if nothing becomes clearer, the city never waits for you, still flows through forgotten avenues. Keep moving through the strain, through the quiet rain. The city never waits for you, no end, just paths that renew. Keep rolling through the dark, holding on to a spark. The city never waits for you. One last line between your life and mine. Keep going, don't explain. The system runs again, and it already moved on. Before you finish listening,